What began as a trivial argument ultimately escalated into a world war. Two prehistoric men discovered a piece of gold in the wilderness. One man quickly grabbed the gold in his hand, and the other, seeing this, stepped forward to snatch it. Failing to do so, he picked up a stone from the ground and hurled it at the other man. Thus, the curtain of war was drawn in the struggle for this piece of gold. Initially, their weapons were simple stones and wooden sticks. However, as the conflict continued to escalate, their weapons rapidly modernized, entering the era of cold weapons. The scale of the war kept expanding, soon involving the entire tribe. By this point, they had gradually lost their sanity. The war became increasingly brutal. For this originally insignificant piece of gold, both sides paid a heavy price in casualties. When gunpowder-filled cannons appeared on the battlefield, it marked their official entry into the era of firearms. Consequently, the most intense wars in human history erupted one after another. Soldiers from both sides fought fiercely on the battlefield, having long forgotten the cause of the war, with only the thought of annihilating the enemy remaining in their minds. The war continues to this day, with neither side learning from their mistakes. To quickly destroy the other, weapons are constantly being upgraded. The battlefield is shrouded in smoke, with countless casualties. Ironically, despite the continuous advancement of weapons and technology, the users of these weapons have remained unchanged. Even with the use of high-tech equipment like planes and tanks, their minds and appearances are still those of primitive men. To achieve victory, they made the most inhumane decision, piloting bombers to bomb the slums. War is ruthless, yet civilians are innocent. As the war draws to a close, it is the civilians who suffer the most severe damage. This changes the direction of the war. Both sides, seeking revenge against each other, begin endless bombing raids until one side, unable to endure, chooses to surrender. Only then will the war cease. However, neither side is willing to back down. The supreme leaders of both sides press the cruelest button in human history. In the next second, nuclear weapons enter the scene, instantly destroying all civilization. After the war, only lingering smoke remains. It was thought that prehistoric men would become extinct as a result. However, in the air raid shelters on both sides, there is one survivor each. Just when people believe they will learn from their mistakes and coexist peacefully for the sake of human reproduction, they once again take up arms from underground. A new round of war begins anew.